We're back in Viridian City to face the mystery gym leader, but you probably all know by now who it is. It's Team Rocket leader Giovanni. What a surprise. And are we gonna lose to him? Hell no, because I ain't posting this on YouTube if I ain't done it, you know what I mean? So, Giovanni has some pretty powerful Pokemon, and yeah, he gave me a good run for my money, but, you know, I got bigger things to do. I gotta get onto the Pokemon League here. But, yeah, Doug Trio, you don't stand a chance against my Fearow. He knows Dig and Fisher. But at one point, I mirror move the Dig, and then he uses Fisher, which I'm pretty sure would still work, because it's a ground type move. Even though I'm underground, digging a hole, I'm pretty sure it still would have worked. And another thing is Giovanni, I would argue is probably the most, he holds the most power in a single character in the first generation Pokemon games. Because even though he's not the strongest trainer, it's pretty funny because in the storyline, at least in the video games, the gym is locked until you beat the 7th gym leader. And, so you need his gym badge to get past, the gates to get into Victory Road onto the Pokemon League. So how OP is it that you're a gym leader, you're also the leader of Team Rocket, but you're also the 8th gym leader, and you just lock up your doors and just refuse to battle anyone until someone tears down your Team Rocket regime and your evil master plans. So while all that's going on, no one is getting to the Pokemon League, and that's just insane. And so yeah, his Persian's alright, but oh my gosh, the Nidoqueen and Nidoking pair, that was I was like, oh, I'm finished. In that, there was a moment where I was like, if Ninetales can't keep using the Earthquake it mimicked, I need Ninetales to stay not fainted. I need it to stay up and going, or else I'm finished. But luckily we pulled it through. Oh man, if I didn't have Mimic, it'd be over. I mean, because I could send out Fearow, and I could try to mirror move the Earthquake. We already know that the Nidoking and Nidoqueen pair know Thunder, and they just annihilate my Fearow in one hit. So, yeah. But yeah, so happy to get through all 8 gyms. I didn't think... actually no, it wasn't too bad. But it's just cool because no one else on YouTube really has done this type of thing. I mean, there's tons of other Pokemon challenges, don't get me wrong, but I just think this is pretty cool. As always, here's the list of all 9 indirect moves I'll be using in just throughout whenever I need them, and also when I get to the Pokemon League too. Or well, all the 9 moves I've used up until this point. And the challenge is, in all these gyms, is to beat every gym leader using only indirect moves, as this titleless video suggests. And my definition of indirect moves is anything that, if you look it up on Bulbapedia or Cerebi.net, for the attack power next to the move, it just has a dash line or 2 dash lines. So it's either a status changer, or in some roundabout way, like a mirror move, it mirrors the move the opponent did right back at them, or Mimic, I just get to steal one of their moves and then use it against them. And yeah, Gen 1, so far I've found only 9 that actually cause damage. So I'll be using those, and when I get to Elite 4 I'll be using those too. Poliwrath just takes a fat L, goes from hero to 0 with that Thunder. Wow, one hit and it's out. Just like I was saying earlier, that man, Nidoqueen is so powerful in maybe just all the generations. It's just a powerful Pokemon in general. But yeah, I probably should have used Hypnosis again. I should have probably kept trying. because if I could got it asleep, then start using metronome. I mean, I got a toxic out of a metronome, which is not what I wanted because Nidoqueen is also a poison and ground type, so that's not really gonna work. And but luckily Ninetales comes out, and even though Earthquake is super effective against Ninetales, like its special is really, really high. So that's why we're actually able to take like a hit or two. I think we're able to take up to 3 hits before we end up fainting. And we even make it past the Nidoqueen to Nidoking. But yeah, if we didn't have Ninetales, like I'd be done. Like I would not have gotten past this gym, like on the first try, like I did, because then I gotta put out Fearow, and that's just gonna one Thunder and that's done. And I gotta put out Venusaur, and then Earthquake, oh, you're done. And then who knows if they know... Well, actually, no, I do know, because I mimicked the moves. I was gonna say, if they knew Fire Blast, we'd be even more done. And then I put out Butterfree, and oh, what do you know? Thunder! You're done! And, oh my gosh, but I put out Oddish later, just to, try to, heal my other Pokemon. And all of a sudden, Nidoking was being super nice. It was so crazy. I was like, wow, thanks. Just let me revive and heal all my Pokemon. And I was just like, I wonder, how far will this go? Nidoking just kept using Leer. That's it. I was like, well, you're just going to use all 35 of your Leers until you run out of them, and then you just have to, just smite this tiny little level 12 Oddish? Oh, that was so funny. It's just weird. Why would they even? It just doesn't compute. A level 55 Nidoking, just even a tackle from that beast would just finish Oddish. Just get that Oddish out of here. That's what I would do. But hey, if you're gonna Leer Oddish for over and over, I'll just get all my other Pokemon back to full power, and I'll destroy you, Giovanni. And I was kind of bummed that Oddish didn't have an indirect move. I could have just kept using over and over, I couldn't have used Poison, but maybe Supersonic or something. But what I just ended up doing is just alright, Pokeflute, ooh, that's a catchy tune. Oh man, that was so funny. And Leer was just doing nothing. How can you be a gym leader and okay, if your move stops having an effect, you should probably switch to a different move. But hey, I don't know. And then, I send out Butterfree, and it's oh wait, instant Thunder! It just destroys Butterfree with 2 Thunders. It did exactly half. It took out half of Butterfree's health, and then yeah, I was maybe Butterfree will have 1 health point left, but nah, it wasn't meant to be. But luckily, our whole team is healed up, and send out Ninetales. Ninetales mimics Earthquake again, because why not? What other move is gonna... There was none other really good moves for us in terms of being super effective against that Nidoking. And also, it's kind of funny, Oddish did help out in that battle and didn't faint. So little Oddish just jumps 3 levels, learns Poison Powder, and is probably super happy, super stoked. But yeah, I don't know. Pokemon Yellow can't ask him about his happiness. Can only do that with Pikachu. But, yeah, screw Pikachu. Not really useful for me in this challenge. Maybe... Well, nah, I don't know. Pikachu, everybody knows Pikachu, but, Pikachu's alright. I get why it's the fan favorite. It's the face of the show and everything, but... I mean, there's better electric Pokemon out there, I mean, Gen 1... I guess I can't really compare legendaries to regular Pokemon like Zapdos, but, no, actually, I didn't really rock with any electric Pokemon Gen 1. It wasn't until Gen 2 that we got, you can catch a Mareep early on, and then eventually evolve it into Ampharos. And, oh man, I usually always picked up one of those in Gold, Silver, and Crystal. So that was pretty Kemochi. And I think by now, we're at, yep, Rhydon. Man, Rhydon is such a cool Pokemon. Like, I know it's just a rock and ground type, you know, pretty standard stuff, but, man, Rhydon is a beast if Nidoking is a beast. And I don't know if it's just me, but when Rhyhorn is sent out into battle, is Rhyhorn's cry the exact same as the cry of Charizard? Like, I listened to them both, and they sound like pretty much exactly similar. I mean, I could be wrong, but do they have the same cry? Like, does anybody else notice this? Or is that just me? I don't know. But, yeah, we're finishing up this gym. Rhydon eventually uses Fury Attack. It, like, stopped using Earthquake against Poliwrath, which was odd. I mean, I don't think it ran out of Earthquakes. You have 10 Earthquakes. But it was like, oh, just use Fury Attack, and Poliwrath will just, you know, keep using Metronome. And the Toxic is, you know, wearing me down more and more with each turn. But, oh, Fury Swipes, that's fine. But, yeah, we finished this gym, and on to the Pokemon League.